Hi everyone, it's Bex here from Meandering Manships. Last weekend we had the lovely opportunity to return to Norfolk again. This time we went to High Sands Creek campsite and we'd love to share our video and a few photographs with you. If you've got any questions, please fire away, and if you like what you see, please subscribe and like. Hi everybody, it's Bex here from Meandering Manships, and we just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into the site we stayed at last night, which is called High Sand Creek campsite. It's in a place called Stiff Key on the Norfolk coast, situated about halfway between Hunstanton and Sheringham. It's predominantly for camping, as in tents, but campers and motorhomes are also welcome. There's a lot of heritage on this site, so it was a training base for the British and the American Army, and all of the original buildings are still here. So for example, in the distance there, that building there is the old cinema, and there are still murals on the walls. After they took some wood panelling down, they found that there are still all the old murals in there. So it was a cinema, a dance hall, all those sorts of things. So there's a bit of industriousness there here. It is on the edge of a working farm. The owners, Heather and Mark, still have a very strong presence here, although the site's run by Phil and Judy, who are the stewards. The site costs about £30 a night, and upwards depending on whether you want electric hookup or not. The location is the big issue here. It's absolutely wonderful, and right over there is the sea, and to get to the sea you walk over all the salt marshes, where you can paddleboard, you can wild swim, your dogs can play, you can go crabbing. There's just loads to do here. So this big field here is reserved for groups like Scouts, Duke of Edinburgh's, Guides, that sort of thing. This stunning guardhouse here is the steward's accommodation, and again it's been pretty much preserved as it was, but a few years ago some people came in and made it so it's really fit for living again in modern day. Much of the site doesn't have electric hookup, so if you just want to come and be unplugged, you absolutely can be. That's Phil there, the steward, and his wife Judy's just at the side of the fence, but it's early morning so I'll leave them to it. On arrival, here's reception. If you're not there, just ring the bell. If there's nobody there, just ring the bell and they will come and see to you. They're very attentive, show you to your pitch, help you if you need anything while you're setting up. And they also have lots of information here on emergency contact, on the tides, and at the end of the video I'll put some photographs on from last night's sunset, which takes place round about there. And they told us it was stunning, and they were right. It was beautiful. Everybody came out of their vans and their tents and just stood and watched it. It was really quite special. To walk to the beach actually takes about half an hour, even though you can see it from here, because you are walking over the salt marshes. The site is family friendly and dog friendly. There are lots and lots of doggos on here. Surprisingly though, there isn't a rule about keeping them on a lead or keeping them tethered, so there are lots of dogs that run up to you, which is okay, but it can be a nuisance if you're walking a dog yourself. I think that the vision and the ethos here is to keep it as natural and family friendly as possible. So motorhomes get sited along the back there. That's where the electric hookups are, and it also means that the larger vehicles aren't blocking the view for everybody else. There are 2 fire points, One here, one just over there. And there are lots and lots of walks from the site just through this little woodland here down onto the marshes. It's been very dry recently, so they are quite dry, but we've been for a walk at 7 this morning and took Bonnie down. We didn't let her go in because it was a bit muddy, but there were lots of people down there walking, and I think, you know, you could spend the whole summer just walking through those marshes, just reconnecting with yourself again. So here's the facilities block. That's where the bins go. So any waste that you have, that's where you take it. You are allowed fire pits here and barbecues. They just ask you to be really, really careful with them. Obviously, so much grassland and farmland around here, it only takes one spark and it could go up very, very quickly. So that's the disabled toilet. I don't know whether it's locked or whether you need a radar key. Let's have a look. It's locked, so you need a radar key for that one, I think. Gents. Here's pot washing. Immaculately clean. They do say they don't want to have signs everywhere. They don't want, you know, it to be like a military camp with signs everywhere. But obviously there is a need for some. Just warning about hot water and children not going to certain areas. Here's the laundry. Again, spotlessly clean. There's one washer and one dryer. It's £4 for a wash cycle and £1 for each cycle of about 15 minutes in the dryer. And it operates on coins rather than tokens. There's a lovely map there, showing everything in the area. Fire extinguisher. Not going to go into the gents because it's early morning, but it'll be quite busy. So there are some static vans adjacent to this site. I believe that they're all privately owned. At the end of the video we will put all the links and the what 3 words to how to get here. If you're planning a bit of a family holiday and you just want to come and sit in a circle, light a fire, barbecue some sausages, it's a nice place. Here's the showers. There isn't a step, so the water does flow out a little bit, and it is a push button. Quite standard. There is a chair here, so you could always put some things on the chair if you needed to. So there's 6 showers. And there's 6 wash basins. Dyson hand dryer. Almost seems out of place. And then the loos. I'm guessing that the gents is the same. Right, so if walking on the marshes and the beach aren't really your thing and you'd rather go and walk to get some fresh croissants for breakfast, then the village is half a mile away, and the best way to go is if you walk at the back of this building here. There's a proper driveway. When you get to the end, you're in a field and the path splits left and right. If you go left, it takes you down towards the marshlands. If you turn right, it takes you into the village of Stiffkey. There's a fantastic pub called the Red Lion that we visited yesterday for an hour. They do beautiful food there. The food looked absolutely fantastic, I have to say. And the menu looked really, really good. And it's a very quaint place. It looks very old. And they do quite a bit of accommodation there. There's also a bakery cum post office where you can get fresh baguettes, croissants, rolls, and then stroll back. There's a lovely drifting aroma of bacon and coffee as I walk around. So we're leaving about 11 o'clock this morning. You can check in any time after 1 p.m. through till about 7 p.m. and you have to be out for about 11. I think 12 o'clock is the absolute maximum. The best way to book is on the app that I can't remember the name of, but if you phone up you can possibly get one. You can reserve a place on the app up until midday for that day. Gary, what's the app for booking called? Pitch Up. It's on Pitch Up. So it's High Sands Creek Farm, and it is on Pitch Up. But they do take walk-ins, so if you just turn up, they will probably find a place for you. As you can see, it's really quiet. If we were here tomorrow morning, I think it would be a different view completely, because this is Friday morning, and I think they're expecting, I think Phil said about 50 check-ins today. The site has about 70 pitches altogether. Obviously some of us will be leaving this morning, but for the weekend it's going to be quite busy. We were talking this morning, and there's lots of like charity events that go on in the area. So there was a Macmillan walk with about 3,000 people taking part about a month ago, and so that brings a lot of excitement into the area, I think, really. And at the back of the site there are boat builders, boat restorers, and some small businesses, and it's just a really nice place, really nice place. Like I say, have a look on Pitch Up, see what you think, and we would really recommend this as just a peaceful place to come. I know you can hear the grass cutter in the background, but that's obviously not every single day, just getting ready for the weekend. I'm going to go and have some breakfast now, and we'll catch you all later. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or just email us, and we're more than happy to give you any information that you require from us. Take care, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like. If you want to share it with somebody, if you're interested in coming, then that would be great. And if you want to subscribe, that would be absolutely wonderful. We're really new to this, and you know, any love, support and encouragement that we can get would be fantastic. So from High Sands Creek in Norfolk, we'll say goodbye.